Hello everybody, my dear friends. I hope you were doing so well. It's Ariel, and today I wanted to try something quite different from my usual content. This is a little travel vlog for our most recent trip that we took, my roommate and I, with another friend of ours. This one was to Mallorca. It was 2 days. It was the second half of Friday and all of Saturday. We just got back home, and today is Sunday for me. So it was absolutely insanely amazingly incredible, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So let's begin with me standing on the balcony of the hostel, showing you guys a little bit of the area of town we were in. This was after we had taken the bus from the airport over to this little neighborhood, and it was a very short bus ride, and we got checked into the hostel, and here we go. Hi everybody, it's Ariel. We just got checked into our hostel here in Mallorca. A hostel, if you don't know, is kind of like a dormitory type situation. So you have like bed 1 and then bed 2, bed 3, bed 4, like that. And you have like lockers and like a communal bathroom. And so it's like very popular throughout Europe. It's a very like affordable, easy way. Chris, tell them about yourself.
My name's Chris. I'm 20 years old. I am a journalist and filmmaker and a student, studying both of those things. I play rugby, I play D&D. I'm a radio host of the hit radio show The Ball Drop on Radio 11.
Pretty damn cool.
And I love traveling.
And did you just added a Spanish minor?
I did just add a Spanish minor. This feels like a hot one.
Yes, my celebrity guest, the wonderful Chris.
It's so precious.
Also, the beach is right over there. So, we'll get some footage of that. Okay, thank you so much for listening.
Also, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Buzzy BASMR.
Yay. Okay, bye. We then made our way down to the beach, which was like a 2-minute walk, super awesome, and we hung out there, getting in the water. It was super cold at first, but I adjusted. Chris got in the water with me. We played around. It was super fun, playing around on the beach and just jumping around, and it felt really, really carefree, which was absolutely lovely. And then we walked around on the marina, and here's a little video of us sort of like on a dock portion of the marina. Hello. Wow, that took me a second to figure out. Hi. It's Ariel again. I probably should stop repeating that. But we are now at the sea. We're on the docks right now. It's absolutely beautiful. We were just over at the beach. And it's just really lovely. And you can kind of see, I just love how the coastline over there, the buildings are white. It's really cute. Here, I'll flip over again for you. But yeah, it's really serene out here. And let's do some ASMR, guys. Miss making videos for you guys more often, and I wish that I could, but I'm also enjoying my time here. And I kind of cannot believe how fast it's going by. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Looking out at the ocean was an absolutely incredible, ineffable experience. I was talking with Chris, and they mentioned that, water is godlike and it's divine, and I totally agree with that. It's so powerful. It can, carve canyons, and we have an entire body of it just, weaving its way through our world and creating all of us, and coming in and going out, and the currents are stronger than we could really imagine, and there are so many creatures down there. So it's just really nice to kind of have those moments looking out at the ocean. That evening, we went to the center of town. It was like a 45-minute bus ride, and we had a lot of fun finding like a club and dancing and just being super, super carefree, having fun. And I am such a stiff dancer, so Chris was helping me get my move on, but I don't think I learned anything. But yeah, so then the next day, we had a wonderful walking tour, a 2-hour walking tour of Palma. So here's some videos of that. Hey everybody, it's Ariel again. Isn't it shiny in Mallorca? We are currently on a walking tour, and right now we're next to the Mallorca Cathedral. It is so pretty, and there's this little garden that we're walking through. Very, very beautiful. You can kind of hear the sounds of the rain in the background because it is raining. I have an umbrella. And yeah, it's really cool to learn about all the knowledge that the tour guide has. So I'll talk to you later. We are now walking around like near the cathedral, and this is the cute little street. Oh yeah. Hey folks. We are now kind of entering like a large plaza. We are sort of more in the middle of like the winding streets part of Mallorca, where there's like a lot of bars, cafes, bakeries, and restaurants, and it's very pretty. I'll show you. So pretty. I'm gonna put up a couple pictures of Palma, and these are some snapshots I got while we were on the walking tour, and you can see, you know, the classic European narrow streets, and there was incredible architecture that was Gaudi-esque, and he's kind of the famous one from Barcelona, and it was really, really cool to kind of feel like I was in Europe, which sounds funny because I am in Europe, but what I mean by that is I sort of sometimes have these wake-up calls where I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually here. This is the most incredible experience of my life, and I need to remember this forever. I need to like burn it into my brain. Like, this is absolutely insanely okay. I'm getting sort of worked up, but just walking, I had that thought, because sometimes, you know, if I'm getting stressed out about an assignment or, you know, something happening at home, I sort of forget that I am in Europe, and I'm so lucky to be here, and I'm just like I just want to like run around and jump around, and okay, that's not very relaxing for ASMR. I want to sleep. Our tour guide took us through the market, which was freaking awesome. There were so many colors, so many smells, so many different noises. It's loud, so I did mute it for this ASMR video, but it was just an incredible sensory experience. As you can see, there were lots and lots of meats, because Iberia is super, you know, famous for its ham. And then here we have tons of seafood, lots of fish, and then here there was even, you know, squid and ray, I believe it was. When we were finished with the walking tour, we decided we would like to go to the market to get something to eat. So we walked back through the streets, and as we were turning a corner, we heard this music, and a little marching band came out like in a parade, and it was so cool to see how happy everybody was, like dancing around and pretending to conduct them, and it was really, really awesome. And I'm just going to put up some more pictures of Palma because it was just so cool to sort of get acquainted with the city through somebody who lived there, through a local. And we passed churches galore. We passed this really, really adorable gelato shop that was just so colorful. And again, the streets, beautiful. Lots of flowers. There was a whole sort of like mall that was just flowers. It was awesome. It was so gorgeous. After eating at the market, I got a ceviche tostada. We went to this lovely little bakery, and we each got a dessert that we then split into thirds so everybody could try some dessert. And the one that I got is a pretty classic Mallorcan dish. Yes, ensaimada. And ensaimada, absolutely incredible, flaky. It has a lot of layers. It has a sheen of powdered sugar over top. And I guess how I would describe it is if a funnel cake wasn't as fried. It's like delicate. It tasted really good, dipped in hot chocolate. We proceeded to head down to the beach and the marina and walk along the ocean. It looked lovely, just as it had the day before. Chris and I did the funny Titanic pose, and we came to this little dock thing, and then we came out onto the lava rocks down there and looked out at the ocean again. And I tried to get these cool action shots of the waves coming up on the rocks, like crashing down, and it was really cool to see in person. So this was my favorite part of the entire trip. It might have been my favorite part of being in Spain so far. It was amazing. We basically got on this like cheap train that was such a cool experience where we could literally go out and just look at the landscape speeding by, and I could feel the wind in my hair and I could smell the air, and we saw these absolutely incredible landscapes because we were kind of going through that area where you can see all the mountains on the island and the forests, and we came to this little town, and the entire time I just felt so mesmerized. The town we ended up going to is Soler, and it was really, really teensy tiny. It had this little square, and around it had these gelato shops and this one dessert shop. So we got gelato. There was this amazing cathedral next to it. We got gelato. I got this flavor that was basically like European Nutella is what Chris said it was. And we went into the dessert shop and I got another ensaimada, but this time it was filled with cream, and it was like so giant and it was so good. And this is also Arlette. Also, she got a giant like strawberry croissant, so that's us eating it, and then Chris was having the croissant. So we were enjoying the desserts. And that's all, folks. We went back to the hostel, crashed, and then this morning we got on our flight back to Madrid, and now I'm here in Madrid. Let me know if this was an okay video. If you really don't like this and you don't want me to make any more, that's totally fine. I'm not going to be offended. Or if you want more of this, I can show you our trip to Barcelona, which was last weekend, and I can show you around Madrid. So just let me know. I'm going to hop off and make a quote-unquote real ASMR video now because I don't want to just rely on vlogging while I'm here. And I hope that you guys sleep really well and that you're keeping it shiny. Okay, I love you. Bye.